So this video goes to show you that starting a saltwater tank doesn't have to be expensive. I got most of the parts here for free, and we will go through each and every one of them to explain how I only paid, I believe, $40 out of pocket for this entire thing. Starting with the actual tank itself, it's a Deep Blue Professionals 30-gallon frag tank. That's why it's so short and long. I got this off of one of my buddies at work. He didn't need it anymore, so he gave it to me. The nice thing about this is it is drilled in the back corner here, and it's hidden kind of by this black wall, so it's not really as noticeable when you're staring at the tank, so there's nothing hanging over the edge. I do like that it's rimless. It gives it a nice clean look. He also gave me this power head that I have back here, and I also have another one that is a little bit smaller than that I haven't set up yet. The tank is sitting on a cabinet that I got for free from a friend of ours. She was redoing her kitchen and she no longer needed her kitchen island. So I took it, and it actually had a third cabinet on it over here. So I cut it off and made it actually the perfect length for my tank here. I painted it white to match the rest of our house, and then it didn't have any granite on the top of it anymore because somebody had taken it. So I used a piece of plywood, drilled it to the top, and used bar top sealer. Inside the cabinet underneath, I have a free 10-gallon tank that I got from the same friend who provided me the 30-gallon tank. I turned it into a sump with some plexiglass, and the pump itself, the return pump, and all of the plumbing was provided by my brothers. They also bought me the light that I have here and the light that I have for the 30-gallon tank that I'll show you in just a second. The nice thing about the cabinet was when we got it from our friends who were redoing their kitchen, they left the metal sliders in here, so it's nice to get things in and out of both the top and the bottom. So it's nice storage right there. So my second power head is actually in the bag still back here. I have to find a magnet for it to put it into my tank. And then this is my skimmer that I got for free from the same friend who gave me both tanks. He had it sitting in his garage and it was broken, so I had to silicone the leg back on here for it to be functional, standing up. But other than that, it works just fine. I'm just waiting for the silicone to set up, so that way I don't get any chemicals in my tank. Like I said, my brothers bought me most of the other stuff. They have a saltwater tank, so they were excited I was starting a tank. They decided to get me this light for my birthday. I don't know what brand it is. They just got it off Amazon, I'm pretty sure, but it is a full spectrum light. So you can turn on and off the white and on and off the blue. You can also adjust it with these knobs up here. So if I wanted it to be brighter white, I could turn the white knob up, or I can flick the switch off to turn it off. And then you can see just the blue lights are on, making everything glow. We didn't have a mount for this light because it was so big, so what we did was we got some steel stock from Home Depot and we heated it up and bent it 90 degrees, and then you can see there we mounted it to the back of the cabinet behind my tank, and that is what is holding up my light. We actually ran into a bit of a problem with the plumbing because it's in that back corner. We needed more space for the plumbing to come down and into the 10-gallon sump, and obviously that was a problem because of the drawer goes all the way into the back with this cabinet. So what we ended up doing was cutting the cabinet drawer short. As you can see here, we took the cabinet drawer out and cut about 4 or 5 inches off, so that way it could easily slide and shut all the way without disturbing the pump in the back. Now for what's actually inside my tank, I have I believe 26 pounds of live rock, live sand, 2 Springer damsels, the 2 clowns. I have some dragon's breath in the back, an orange rickordia, what I believe is called palm tree polyps, zinnia, and a Hollywood stunner chalice. The 2 Springer damsels that I have were the first in the tank, and those were the only things that I bought. The dragon's breath, the orange rickordia, the palm tree polyps, and the zinnia were from my brothers. They actually gave those to me as well. My 2 clowns I actually won at a frag swap in a raffle, and they are just regular clowns. And the last piece that has been added was this chalice here. It's actually Hollywood Stunner chalice. I got this in a trade. I had a 40-gallon sump made of acrylic that I didn't specifically need. I actually got it for free from the friend that gave me the 2 tanks. So I put it up on Craigslist, put it under barter, and somebody traded me for this chalice piece here. So that just goes to show saltwater tanks don't have to be expensive to start up. As long as you know the right people, you can get everything for relatively cheap and or free. Like I said, from my one friend, I got 3 tanks, one of which I traded for the frag back there, the 2 power heads, which I only have 1 set up, the skimmer, and then from my brothers I've got the live sand, the rock, the salt for my water, palm tree polyps, the Recordia, the dragon's breath, the xenia, and the plumbing, as well as the return pump, the light, and also the stand that we made for the light. I also got the cabinet for free. So like I said, if you just know the right people at the right time, you can set up, a saltwater tank like mine for $40 out of pocket, and that was 10 for each of the Springer damsels, and then 20 to make the top for the cabinet because there was no top to the cabinet. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. If you haven't been here before, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing more updates of my saltwater tank as well as some other videos I'll be posting here soon.